Most people seem to feel that at retirement, to be okay, you need 10 or 12 times pay, and maybe 15. So if you make $100,000 a year, you need $1.5 million to be okay. You need to save more, you need to start sooner. You can't start work when you're 20 or 22 and decide to get serious about this in your 40s. The boat has sailed.
So what can we do? Today, Americans entrust over $10 trillion to thousands of big and small financial service providers.
Okay, click. I just bought stock. You just saw me buy stock. No big deal.
With expensive marketing,
Not headed for bingo night.
these companies compete for our money.
You gotta buy. Yes, time for picking, time for buying.
Do a super strong buy.
But there's so many choices, it's hard to
When
understand.
it comes to mutual funds, it's often hard to tell what you're looking at.
Rather than a system, it's more like a free-for-all.
I don't really see it as a real system. I see it as maybe a retirement mess is a better word for it.
Looking for real-life answers to your retirement questions?
If you're lucky, you have a 401k. Roughly half of companies offer a 401k. If you work for a small business, chances are you don't have access to such a thing. Some companies then offer other supplements. And then, of course, there's things you can do on your own, like the individual retirement account.
So it's entirely confusing.
Right.
So where does one begin?
Let's talk about that 401k you picked up back in the 80s.
About 60 million Americans have signed up for their company 401k plan.
These are your 401k election forms. As you can see, there are numerous options to choose from. And remember, this is your retirement, so make your selections carefully.
But most people remember their first 401k meeting as dumbfounding.
Any questions?
I had no idea. I was so confused. I came out of that meeting and I was like, oh my God. It was overwhelming for me, the knowledge that you had to have in order to invest.
I really was kind of clueless. I didn't know what I wanted to invest in. I really didn't know anything about it. I had learned somewhere, I had heard something about if you're young, you should be more willing to take risks. You have time. So other than that, I really knew nothing.
And that's one of the best aspects of this.
They showed you the plan. You either had your choices between an aggressive investment, moderate, or conservative. You know, there was nobody there managing my money. It was all up to me.
So traditional pensions don't necessarily let you take it all in a lump sum.
The 401k is one of the only products that Americans buy that they don't know the price of it. It's also one of the products that Americans buy that they don't even know its quality. It's one of the products that Americans buy that they don't know its danger. And it's because the industry, the mutual fund industry, have been able to protect themselves against regulation that would expose the danger and price of their products.